You know why I said John Carter?
Because that name, yes, I was told to sit on yours, and I said, no, I think we were told to sit closer together for the camera. So, but your tag is right there.
Yeah, but I'm not boss here. This is Linda's show.
So, can
We are live.
can I ask John Carter a question before we start? John, I did sign the paperwork for the Scout reimbursement
It's
check.
in my box.
All right, thank you. That's all I
The
need.
check went out today.
Oh, great.
It's in the mail.
I'm just sorry that I delayed it by a couple of weeks.
Well, I thought about it yesterday, and anyway, it's
Anyway,
done.
good. Thank you.
Certainly.
Okay, everybody, welcome to the December meeting of the Prospect Forestation Board. I think pretty much everybody's accounted for that I'm expecting. I thought David was going to be here electronically, but I haven't seen him yet. So hopefully he can join us at some point. I did reach out to Sylvia, and I'm not sure what her schedule is, but I did not hear from her. So let's get started. We have the minutes that were sent out. Has anybody had a chance to review those and have any questions, comments?
I looked at them, they seem fine.
Okay, anybody else? That being the case, we need a motion for approval, please.
I recommend the minutes as distributed be approved.
Okay, and Stephen, you second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, moving on, Ms. Mayor, what would you like to share with us today?
Well, I'll comment on a few things. First, there's an article online in this morning in the Courier Journal that new grocery stores planned for Prospect, and the tagline on it is "Could it be Publix?" So it's got the renderings that are in the back here with the drawings and so forth. And we've been having good meetings with the developer of the new and improved shopping center, the improvements to Prospect Point Shopping Center. So that is not a certainty yet. The sale has not closed, but it certainly seems to be moving forward and moving in the right direction. I met this morning with senior city staff and with a woman from the Eastern Area Community Ministries about services they offer, social service type services they offer. And it's a variation on Meals on Wheels. They have volunteers who deliver meals to people who are homebound and provide other social services. So Tony and Michael were there on behalf of the police department, and as first responders, they're in touch with some of the folks who may need assistance. So we're just trying to come up with strategies on how to let our citizens know about services that are available for them and helping them put them together with those service providers. The new bridge in Harris Creek Park is open and ready for business. I know that's been announced previously. The Trail Bash took place on November 24th, Sunday, November 24th. And the new bridge got a good workout that morning as all the runners traversed it when they were running on the trails. And it's a real terrific addition to the park. A week from today, November 19th, the Chase Bank branch will officially open. It's open now, but they'll have a ribbon cutting, and that will be at 9 o'clock. If you're interested in attending, I think they're actually going to open the branch at about 8:30 that morning. So just stop by. I know they'd be pleased to see you. I plan to be there. With regard to the Forestation Board, Linda and I are scheduled to meet a week from tomorrow with Mike Thomas, Code Enforcement Officer, on code enforcement issues, and we're looking forward to that. I think that's my report.
Thank you much. Andrea, would you like to add anything? And a recap of the canopy tree program for this fall?
Sure. I think, I mean, we're lucky to get all the, have Perez and Cortez get all of the trees, the canopy trees planted as well as the memorial tree, for, that was planted, in Little Hunting Creek Park, the red bud for, I guess that was Mike Powers. Is that correct?
Yes.
Lee?
Yes, that's
And,
right.
and, so Linda and I worked pretty closely on that, getting the trees planted and being sure all homeowners had their flags in properly and some other issues that came up, but we got them, but they were able to get them all planted and
Ron, if you
before,
can hear us, we've got
Technical difficulty.
technical difficulties.
you can't hear me?
Andrea, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you just fine.
That's weird. I can hear Andrea.
He's on his way.
And so,
There's
I
no
don't know if I
signal,
should continue or not.
No audio.
but we see people on the laptop.
I can hear Andrea and everyone
Yeah,
else.
it has something to do with the council chambers.
Okay, Andrea, can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Well, now she's gone.
I can, yes.
Oh, she's back.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Testing, testing.
Planting was done.
Should we try it again or
Yeah.
Yes, please.
can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. I don't, yes, perfect. I'm not sure if you heard anything, but all of the trees got planted before, Thanksgiving and, Linda and I work very closely, especially Linda, on trying to get residents to put their flags in that were be sure everything was flagged in properly before they got planted. So all the trees got planted in one day and mulched. And I think they did a good job. I think since then Linda had a resident or a city council member's wife maybe that said they were very pleased with their trees. So I think all went well. So that's good.
Okay, so we can start planning the spring canopy program. So I don't know, Andrea, if you want to reach out to your sources to see what might be available for the spring.
Right. We probably won't have that information till February, early February. But yes, as soon as it becomes available, I'll be sure to let you know.
I wasn't sure, I thought it might be January.
It just depends, Linda. It just varies a little bit, sometimes these nurseries kind of shut down for a few weeks in the winter, in January, early January. So, have limited staff is what I should say. They can't shut totally down, but as soon as they that information becomes available, I can let you know. Are you going to want to offer another canopy program, or are we just looking for ideas for other trees to be planted?
I think
On
when we
city.
discussed the ending the fall because of the storm damage that we wanted to continue the spring canopy.
Okay.
Recover.
Okay. Yes, well, we can certainly come up with a list of, choices.
Okay, sounds good.
Sounds good.
All right, going on, next topic was hazardous trees. As the mayor commented, we will be meeting next Friday to kind of review some of the situations, process. We have a recap of trees that we have noticed already, but the bigger issue is all the red repairs and the landings. A resident reported there were 92 street trees that would be impacted, that probably need to be removed. So sooner rather than later. And they want to make sure, because if you only have one tree, it's not terrible, but if you have a yard that has 3 or 4, it could be kind of daunting. So we're trying to figure out how to best contact people. They do not have an HOA in the land use other than the estate section, and that's not where the problem is. So we will, have, I think, some interesting discussion next week, and we'll go from there.
But we're going to have we're going to try to have a newsletter next week. So if it's possible to get a couple of paragraphs about the revenue figures and the numbers of the Forestation board in that regard.
Okay,
That'd be a good opportunity to
please get the ball rolling.
get involved.
We can do that. We are working on the Tree City application. We want to, get that at work again. I've been gathering information. Ron and I have had some discussions, and we'll probably have a little bit of a chat after our meeting in terms of accessing and the information I gathered, what is left to be gathered, so we can complete it successfully. It is due by the end of December. If we run into any obstacles, we can approach our forestation contact in Frankfurt and get an extension if we need it, but I don't think we will. And that's basically, things do slow down this time of year. We don't have a lot on our agenda until things start growing again. And we have a visitor here. So that you'd like to talk about the trees?
No, no.
Okay.
Good.
Well, thank you for coming. Not anything new. Okay. But if there's nothing else, Lee, have anything to add?
Yes.
Or-
First of all, Wanda Powers has given me wording for the memorial plaque, and I'll be passing along to John Carter and Ron the information so they can place the order officially for a plaque, and I'm sure we'll have it sometime in January. Secondly, I didn't hear this, but my wife Sandy heard on, I believe, on NPR that there's been a number of ash trees found that not only resist the emerald ash borer, actually kill it. And a group is collecting seeds, is going to be planting groves of these emerald ash borer resistant ashes. So that'd be a long time coming, but it's good news. That's all I have.
Okay, well, that's an interesting article. Thank you for sharing it. If we don't have any other topics, I think we can have a motion for adjournment.
Linda,
Yes.
hey, while Lee touched on memorial plaques,
Mhm.
have we figured out where the missing tree is for Elizabeth and Donald Jameson?
No, and I was gonna ask Lee, I haven't gone back through my records.
Oh, I see Linda waving her hand.
Oh,
I'm trying to unmute myself. My understanding is that the tree for my parents, that would be Elizabeth and Don
Oh,
James,
well, that's all that.
is right by, it is the, I think it's a sweet bay magnolia right near the pavilion.
Right there, what?
That one had a
The
plaque
pavilion.
on it, but I will check, and if not, I've got the
It's
plaque.
there.
I've had the plaque ready for a while.
And that was one of my questions, was whether that plaque had been installed, because every time I go over there, I forget to look. But I was there when they planted the tree, and I'm pretty sure that's
Yeah, it's there. It's there.
Okay, yeah, nobody ever told me that was the tree.
at least it was there. Just wasn't sure what the
There
name
you
was.
go.
That's great.
yeah.
It will be installed by the end of the day.
All
Thank
right.
you, Ron.
What, meeting?
Okay, that's good news. And that would be a nice addition to the park. So I will thank everybody for participating and wish you all happy holidays.
I have one more question. Because I don't know, are we ending the meeting or are there other things you're going to?
She's gonna
Take
end
your
it.
bid.
Well, I'm just wondering if anything has happened on the hazardous tree behind my house, um, behind Sutherland Farm Road that we identified, and it's on the easement that I think um, Steve Camfield owns, and I don't think anything's ever been done with that tree, but I'm
The remediation form was submitted to the city. I sent you a copy of it, but
okay. I'm sorry. It's so garbled. The audio is so garbled. I'm having trouble understanding what you're saying, but maybe Ron or someone can repeat it.
okay.
She's-
This is the form of remediation request on that tree, the situation, that was submitted to the city. But with the transition of code enforcement and trying to refine the processes for implementation, it's a work in progress. I will have that with me next Friday, just to see if we can't start sending out letters and trying to get that resolved for you. And there's several others that, we've got good pictures on and what needs to be done based on Forestation board members visiting and Andrea visiting. So yes, I'm still aware that you've got a problem.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Anything else from anybody? Okay, we're all set. And Linda, after our meeting next Friday, I'll follow up with you on that situation.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay, we're all set. Thanks, Ron.
Yes. And all share. Gets me out of the house. Yeah, that's possible. It's the red about. Around 9 for the breakfast from Alan. Yeah. Those, yeah, I was kind of, yes, yeah, that's the location. Had nothing to do with the microphones. There's something.
To the spectrum,
Something between your problems.
it's probably spectrum. We have.
No, that's not right. Whatever we do. Oh, on the audio.
Have we adjourned?
Yes, we're all set.
All right.
We'll see you. Take care.
Okay, have a happy holiday, you all.
You too,
Thank
everybody.
you. Bye-bye.
So we're gonna meet on the 17th. Company that hopefully will be